guys? I'm your host, Saba Jenga, and here for another episode of Saba's Saga, where I'm here to give you tips on music business insights on how to take your music from the streets to the industry. And today, we're talking about split sheets. Whether you're signed or an independent artist, which is most of my demographic, no artist should not be informed on the basic songwriting, like an education on how to make income from your songs. So with that, we're talking about split sheets or publishing split sheets. What a split sheet is a written document that shares information of who wrote what and which percentage of the money should be broken down when it's time for that. Like, the goal is to make money, and as artists, the way to secure that opportunity is to have it written down explicitly, saying who gets what and what they contributed to, because when the money comes, it's gonna come. So you want to have that done ahead of time. I'm gonna give you some 9 quick steps on how to create your own personal split sheet. There are outlets and websites out there where you could literally just plug in information such as songsplits.com. All you gotta have is like the person's name, their email address, and what they contributed to. That's cool, but if you need something more explicit, something that you understand the process, I would suggest you listen to these 9 steps. Right now, we're gonna create a split sheet from scratch. All right, so the first step we're gonna do is we're gonna name each writer or contributor and how they appear in the credits. And when I say that, how they appear in the credits with their PRO registration. Now, in the previous episode, we talked about PRO, performance rights organizations, and how you sign up. So some people, we're artists. We have artist names and our government names. If you don't know what a government name is, your legal name. When it comes to writing that on your split sheet, you could choose between the two, but I would suggest writing what is on your PRO registration. All right, so name each writer or contributor. So when I say contributor, that could mean producer, songwriter, such and such. All right, now number 2, we gotta have everybody's physical mailing address. The reason why you need this is because we need to know where to have a point of contact. Where do we send this information? Number 3, the capacity to which each person is contributing. So if a person is a producer or a songwriter, you wanna write that by their name and their physical mailing address. Number 4, we want to have the percentage of the song written or composed by each person involved. Now, when I say that, it sounds a little confusing. So usually when it comes to a publishing song split, you split it 50-50, producer or songwriter. And when we say producer, we mean the person that composed the actual musical content, and the songwriter is usually the person that creates the lyrics for the song. So that's split like 50-50, usually. There are other ways, because sometimes songwriters can have contribution to the production, which I usually do. In that case, you are a producer, so you could split that. If there's more than one, like there's opportunities where there's 2 producers or there's multiple songwriters, because you have somebody writing the verse, you have somebody writing the hook. You want to split that as 100 of that 50%. So if you're working with 2 people, say somebody wrote the verse and the chorus, you want to divvy that up as a whole of 100. So usually verses is a very important part of the song, but also a hook is a very important part of the song. So maybe you split that 50-50, or maybe you feel like the hook isn't as important, so that person gets 25 or 30% or whatever it is, how many times it's written. That is totally up to you. Number 5, you want to have a list of the person's respected PRO. Number 6, you want to have the publishing company listed. Now, if you don't know who the publishing company is, or if you have a publishing company, don't have one, it's okay to not put it there. But if you do have one, list it. The publishing company is the organization that puts it out, sends it out to give to other companies that they can have access or license to use in other works, such as movies, TVs, and things like that. Number 7, have the birth date and the signature of each writer. We need to make sure you are who you say you are. This is our own personal legal document. We want to make sure we have all our I's and T's crossed and dotted. Number 8, we got to have the social security number or the EIN number of each contributor. You feel like, yeah, that's a lot of information, but when it comes to money and you're trying to get paid, we gotta give that information. Now, the EIN number is necessary if you have a business, if you have a company. That is a number that is unique and specific to each company that the person has. So you have a production company that you're under, or a record label that you have as an independent artist that you want the funds to come to. Let's think about this, because it's about money at this aspect. So you want the money to come to that. If you put your social security number, you're there, you're writing it off as a sole proprietor. Now we could get into that later, but a sole proprietor is you as an individual saying that I'm taking this income in. And number 9, the last step, we need to have everybody's signature to confirm that this is a legal document, that we're all in tandem, we know what's going on, and we agree to this. Now that you have your 9 key steps on how to make your very own split sheet, the person that's handling it should mail it to every individual involved to the physical mailing address. Now, this should be done before you register with your PRO. This makes us understand this is how, because the PRO registration is going to ask you who splits what to what percentage and everything else, all right? The goal is to make money. You want to start this because you understand the value of your song. You want to get this out to a publisher. You want to get this out to a licensing company so they can get this in TV, movie, or film. You want to put this on digital distribution where you could get the streams, and then when the money comes in, you know who to split the funds up with, because as artists, we are businesses. And I'm Saba Jenga, and I'm helping you take it from the streets to the industry. Now, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to comment below so I can maybe put it in the next video. Let me know. You can hit me up at Saba Jenga, SabaJenga, on all social media platforms. Maybe I can help you out. Maybe I can help produce some content. Let me know how you feel about this. How has it helped? Has it hindered you in some type of way? What type of questions you need help? Because at the end of the day, I'm taking you along my journey as I'm creating my project and doing my things to take it to the next level. And I just love to share this information. So thanks for tuning in for another episode of Saba Saga. And I look forward to seeing you in the next chapter.